Good morning, world. Today is the first day of the new year, January 1st, 2021. My heart is pounding. I think because, the last note I left 2020 on was of the sadder type. And I will admit, I fell asleep in 2020 at peace, but in the scope of emotions that lives out there, it was in the sadder half. But I woke up today and I will admit, something kind of extraordinary happened in my eyes. My life, it's hard to follow up that last video. I sat on it for months and I had 8 months of emotions to wrap into one present and put it out and sent it to friends and was like, is this kind? Is this okay? And tried to make it as concise as I could. And now it's like something extraordinary has happened and I need to respond. And I don't have 8 months to respond this time, but the extraordinary thing was I was sitting on my computer like, maybe I will look at this YouTube video and look at the comments and respond to those who were kind. But there is a thing about YouTube, the social media, we all know, it can be a breeding ground for cruelty. As somebody whose world changed 2 years ago, or less than 2 years ago by the internet's standpoint, my world changed. And the moment that it changed and I was shown on American Idol, I saw the gorgeous side of it, and I also saw right away the cruel side of it. And I said, I will not be reading Facebook comments. I will not be reading YouTube comments. There's no point. There's no point, because of course there's kind ones out there, but the reality is we're all human beings. And I can see 100 kind comments and one cruel one that it hurts my heart. So with social media, it's interesting, but with YouTube, I'm a little fearful of comments, especially with something of a sensitive topic. And when I saw that in a day, my video had amassed, 15,000 different people watching it, I was admittedly too afraid to look at the comments. There were two huge reasons why I didn't put that out. One was fear of criticism, and the other was fear of acceptance of what happened. I had to face both of those by putting it out there, and the acceptance one is gonna take more time, because that's in my heart. But the criticism one, I had just had to be brave, and so I said, it's a new year. You're gonna be brave this whole dang year. Get used to it. And I strapped on my boots and I read the comments, and that's where the extraordinary thing happened. I have not seen a single cruel word. I have not seen one mean thing. And that is so beautiful. I'm gonna cry. It's so kind. This is the nature of healing. You're strong 1 second and you could weep at the touch of a hat. What is the phrase? And I am blown away. I'm blown away. I have received hundreds upon hundreds of messages on my Instagram and on my Facebook. Too many that I will ever be able to respond to, which is why I felt I should respond in some way, because it is gorgeous. I have only been shown kindness in this moment. And that is so incredible, incredible. And so I have to say thank you. And I will admit, I had 8 months of emotion to put into the video I put out, a day and a half ago, or whenever this comes out. And now this is more just a reaction, right? A thank you. It's not a summary of my feelings. It's just a thank you, and it's more on the cuff, and therefore, the me in me feels pressure to make it perfect. But the whole idea of all this is nothing is perfect. What I'd like to say is, I don't know, I think there's gifts you get in this world, and these are gifts, not the Christmas type of gift, not one you receive on a holiday. The most beautiful of gifts in this world that I've received, one of those is love. And there's so many different types of love. There's friendship love, there's familial love, and then there's romantic love. And that one is really special. And that's why there's so many songs written about it and so many movies. It's really beautiful. And I'm thankful I had it. And I know I will have it again, and I'm really thankful for that gift. I had not had it before in that way, of that depth. of that beauty, and that was a gift. And then there's another kind of gift, I think, which is acceptance. And I think American Idol was a big piece of that for me. It was the first stage, and I use that in a metaphorical term, but it was also a stage, of course. The first place I stood on my own feet, and nobody questioned why I was there. No one questioned why I wanted the things I wanted and why I dreamed the things I did. Those were just accepted from the first moment, and that was beautiful. And this is why I get so emotional. It's beautiful things happening all the time, even amidst sadness and hardship. And then the third one that I just experienced in the last 36 hours upon releasing that video was one that I didn't expect to get in this moment, but I did, and that's why it was so beautiful. And that third gift was kindness. I'm stuttering because in a world where we see it's so easy to be cruel, even amongst a sea of positivity, it's so easy in the world of online to say one mean thing and one jab, and to be received with not one single jab, when I was so certain there would be jabs. I was so certain, and that was why I ran away scared and didn't put it out, even though my heart knew I needed to do it. And then I went above that and I said, I'm gonna do it. And I was wrong. Only kindness, and that is extraordinary. 2020 was a year of immense loneliness for so many of us, myself included. And that, my friends, was the opposite of loneliness. That was beautiful. And I will never get to individually respond to all of you, but I hope you see this, and I am saying thank you to you, because your stories are brave and they are strong and they are kind and they are caring, and sharing intimate stories with me. I'm flabbergasted. I'm stunned at your kindness, and it deserves a thank you. And so this is the thank you. I'm trying to rack my brain if there's ever been a moment where I felt such kindness from strangers and people I know. 100% kindness. And I can't think of one right now. And so I'm thankful. And it's a weird start to a year, but it's a beautiful, there are so many beautiful things to look at. And I guess as an update in the D-Day plus 36 hours of releasing that video, the update is that I know it was the right thing for my heart. And it was a huge piece in my acceptance of all of it. I think, yeah, I was harboring a secret in my heart because I was protecting it. It's hard to accept sad change, but a friend of mine reached out to me and she gave me a beautiful idea. And especially in times where I felt like I felt like I exhausted all the possible routes to feel better. And she gave me this idea, and I want to give it to somebody else, which was something I was harboring and not wanting to let go of was not just the secret, but was all the beautiful memories of a beautiful relationship. They are beautiful, and I don't want to ruin them, and they will always be beautiful. But part of letting go is you have to do just that, let go. And so she said, get a notebook and write down the beautiful memories in them. That way they're safe. It's so poetic, I just can't even imagine. You can write them all down, and that way you can let them, leave your brain, but they're safe somewhere, tended to. And if you ever need to look back, they're there, and they'll never be lost. And so last night I got a notebook, and I plan to do just that. And I just thought the idea was so beautiful there were so many of you that said I'm going through the same thing, so I thought maybe I'll share that idea with you. It's amazing. Well, I guess I'll keep you updated on how it goes. So yeah, there is still some sadness because this is a new phase of, it's all out there now. This is the truth. The truth is here. There's no more hiding. But it's a good new phase, and I know it's right for me. So I made this as a thank you. You deserve a thank you. That was beautiful, and that was kind. And there needs to be more kindness in this world. I hope you feel kindness and gratitude from me, because that is all I have in my heart. Yeah. So thank you. Thank you from someone who did not expect kindness. but did it anyway because she knew she had to. And then she was met with kindness. And that is a beautiful start to the year. So thank you, and cheers from me in this mug that I got traveling, which is something we can't do right now. So maybe this is a good omen. Maybe this coming year, we will eventually get to safely travel. Anyway, I love you all, and I am very, very grateful. And I'm gonna cheers with my coffee. Okay. Oh, the last thing I should say is, if I didn't wrap it up properly, the moral of that story is thank you, but also keep being brave, you guys. Be courageous. It's hard, and it's somebody on my YouTube. No, hold on. Okay, I want to leave you with a quote that somebody wrote on a comment on my Instagram. Amidst all these comments and beautiful stories, this quote spoke to my heart, and it says, "Courage doesn't always roar. Sometimes courage is the little voice at the end of the day that says, I'll try again tomorrow." And that is beautiful, and it's true. And be brave. I believe in you. And I believe in me too. And thank you guys for believing in me. Okay. Until we meet again. Bye.